We all know the time is flying by when we reach Ash Wednesday, don't we? And we say, oh my goodness, it's Lent again. And as good Catholics, I think that one of the first things that comes to mind during the season of Lent is, what am I going to give up? What am I going to not do that I really enjoy? What am I going to put aside? This year, I suggest that maybe that's what you want to do, but I'm going to ask you to do something different. I'm asking you to do something good and important. If you don't want to eat the chocolate chip cookie, and I probably won't either, that's okay, but that's not enough. This year, I'm calling upon you to be, as St. Paul says, ambassadors for the Lord. It's so much easier, although we think it's difficult not to have that cigarette, not to have that piece of candy. We think that's really hard. What is really difficult is going out of ourselves and doing the active work of the Lord Jesus Christ in evangelizing others. I know we continue during this period of time in our diocese to go through a serious transition. I'm very much aware that some of our people are still saddened by the changes, some even angry. And while I understand their suffering and what they're going through, on the other hand, I look and I say, they are spending so much time looking inward, remembering what was, trying to hold on to what their experiences were. And it is making them almost inactive as Catholics, impossible to do what the Lord Jesus is calling us to do, to be active evangelizers in this world, to bring the message of Jesus Christ to others. I receive a lot of letters. They're all telling me whether they agree with my decisions or disagree with my decisions. I don't get many letters from people telling me that now they are doing something new and bold in bringing the message of Jesus Christ to their neighbors, to their families, to people who have maybe left the church or set aside their usual worship. St. Paul says that we are ambassadors for Christ, as if God were appealing through us. God doesn't need us. He can appeal to people and just go right around us. But that's not what the Lord is doing. He is going through us as His ambassadors to bring the message of Jesus Christ and salvation to the world. And we have to really be honest with ourselves. If we are not actively being ambassadors of the good news of Jesus Christ, we are not faithfully living out our Catholic promises. No matter how many cookies we don't eat, no matter how many cigarettes we don't smoke, if the Lord is not able to work through us as His ambassadors to bring the good news of salvation to others, then we are failing in our baptismal call, and we are failing to be the Christians, the Catholics, that the Lord has called us to be. We need to take some time to reflect, maybe even to mourn some of the losses that we feel in the transition that our diocese is going through. But we can't spend too much time, because as St. Paul says, now is the acceptable time. And he says not only acceptable, now is a very acceptable time. Now is the day of salvation. And if you and I don't pick up that cause, if you and I do not actively bring the message of Jesus Christ through our parishes, through our organizations, through our individual actions, we are failing in our call to be Christian. And so, during this season of Lent, it's good to deny ourselves certain things, because what it does is it convinces us that it's not about me, it's not about what I want, it's not about what makes me comfortable, it's not about my comfort food. It's about Jesus Christ. It's about the message of salvation. It's about being ambassadors of Jesus Christ in this world, this really confused and crazy world, who is finding it difficult to know what God is asking of us. As we continue in this Eucharistic celebration, as we bear the image of ashes on our forehead, let it be a reminder to us, not just of what we are denying ourselves during this period of time, but let it be a reminder to us that each and every one of us, every single one of you, is called to be an ambassador for Christ, because Christ has chosen to work not around you, but through you.